Welcome back, friends, to part 2 of our Alta Via 2 adventure, and for me the most beautiful stretch of the whole journey. After a wild night of thunderstorms on the Puez plateau, we woke to calm skies and a golden sunrise. From there, the trail plunges into Val Gardena before climbing steeply to Rifugio Pisciadù on a spectacular aided path, possibly one of the busiest in the Dolomites. Crossing the Antersass and Rifugio Boè beneath Piz Boè, we end the day with what might just be the finest wild camp in the range. The next morning, we descend to Rifugio Castiglione, past Lago Fedaia, through Malga Ciapela, over Forca Rossa, and gently down to San Pellegrino. Let's go!
It's Dave's birthday today, so I've just given him his card. Happy birthday, Dave!
Thank you very much. To my husband, I think you are without doubt the loveliest, kindest, sweetest husband in the whole world. That's lovely.
Oh.
And as we know, I'm never wrong. Sun just hitting the peaks. Past the 6.
The traverse from the Puez plateau is simply breathtaking, époustouflant as the French say. With sweeping views towards Sassonga, a peak we climbed on a previous visit.
It just doesn't get any better, does it? Look at that. I think that's possibly the best view we've had since we set off. These are the best bits, aren't they?
Yeah.
I enjoy the scrambling and everything, but when you've got a big pack on, it's not quite as enjoyable as it would be, but this is just the best that you get.
I've included a few clips from that trip here, so if you like the look of this area, feel free to browse the channel and check out some of my earlier videos after this one.
Reached the area where there's a little lake which can be used as a camping spot. You might be able to spot down there is a tiny green tent and people moving around.
Nearing the first col. We've been here before. Cross at the top. And that's where we've come from. Just actually make out the refuge.
Remember this?
I do remember this.
When you walk through this gate, it's like another world. I remember it. I remember it well. Do you remember the pool over there?
Yes, I do.
Remember the views?
I do. Wow. Another pass, another magnificent view. Ah, tremendous. All the way down the valley, just traversing across here on the way back to Passo Gardena. Route 2, path 2. Another col, some more chuffs, and another change of scenery yet again. just changes all again. And what a view. Just look at those layers and layers of mountains. I am lost for words to describe just how magnificent this is, this experience of where we've just been walking today through these Dolomite mountains. Yeah, something glinting, silver on that rock. Must be a climbing route.
Absolutely amazing how there is a path through this lot that is so straightforward to walk along, and you're in amongst such gnarly surroundings, rocks and pinnacles and towers like Lord of the Rings.
Look at this.
It's still the moon.
There's the Gardena Pass with a magnificent road which we have cycled up and dropped down on a magnificent ride. "20 minutes to the Gardena. Passo Gardena. All relaxed at the moment, but we've got to get up over that sheer face behind next. And that's looking down to Cavara, and the cycle ride up to Passo Gardena from there, which we've done quite a few times. Crazy road. We leave Gardena behind and head into this chasm. Just look at this. Wow!
The aided section up to Rifugio Pisciadù is a hugely enjoyable scramble, but don't expect to have it to yourself.
Just come up there.
It's quite possibly one of the busiest spots in the entire
A bit
Dolomites.
more to go. Nearing the top. There's the view back down where we come from. Leaving Pisciadù and past the lake, which is rather beautiful. Last time we were here there was a big thunderstorm brewing and we didn't quite make it down before it hit. Anyway.
Come on.
Anyway, we're heading up that path you see to the side of the mountain. 2587. Magnificent. There we go. There's the summit. That's where we've come from. And we're along here next, path 666. I think we're looking to the Marmolada in the distance, and look at this landscape here. Oh, it's so bright in here. The sun is just glaring off this white rock. And that's Piz Boè.
Beyond the refuge, the trail crosses an astonishing stone desert, the Alto Piano delle Mesules, before reaching the Antersass, the highest point on the Alta Via 2, at around 2,900 metres.
There's the Rifugio.
Come down and then up.
Rifugio Boè. It is rather busy here. Leaving the Rifugio behind and onward to Passo Pordoi and then Passo Pordoi. Rifugio. Look at that! It's like the Grand Canyon. From the Forcella, it's down here.
It's going to be slow going. It's going to be slow going down here, isn't it?
Look at this. Every man and his dog. This is the way down the Pordoi. And we arrive at the Pordoi Pass.
It's still in holiday now.
Yeah, it's August, Italy, Dolomites. It's rather busy. We have cycled up this many times and done Via Ferrata and climbed from here. But today,
Never has it been this busy.
no. And away from the Pordoi, there's the Marmolada just off Sue's left shoulder, coming into view. It says it's diverted. So across here.
We'd hoped to find our next pitch in the meadows just beyond the Pordoi Pass, but it wasn't easy. The crowds, the steep ground, and then Rifugio del Pan all kept us moving.
And there's the next Rifugio.
The longer I've waited, the more that
Rifugio del Pan.
all the years that I've wasted trying to find it, all that I go through for my peace of mind, let it all go out the window.
Just on 6 o'clock on day 3, and we're just walking along the view of the Marmolada to our right. It's all very quiet now. The holiday hell, as we would describe it, has been left behind at Passo Pordoi, and we're just looking for somewhere to pitch. We're looking at that slope over there to the right. I'm hoping we're going to find something flat. We've been a little bit frustrated so far. Fingers crossed it works out. This is the pitch.
But at last we found the perfect spot. an elevated perch overlooking the mighty Marmolada, the queen of the mountains and the highest peak in the Dolomites.
Yeah, the big reveal. That's where we're headed to tomorrow, Lago Fedaia, where we've been before on the bikes, and the pièce de résistance, the Marmolada itself. What a beauty!
It's always been you in the back of my mind.
We'd climbed this a couple of years ago via the magnificent West Ridge.
When there are others, I do the routine. I dance all alone there.
So to camp facing it again felt pretty special, especially on Dave's birthday.
Then there's a feeling.
It's Dave's birthday.
You know what
I've
I
already read it out.
need.
Birthday pitch. And over there, behind the tent, is Piz Boè, where we were earlier. We walked all the way down
That was more than halfway.
from that summit there.
Yeah.
Wow.
All the way down, all the way around there,
Yeah.
right around this ledge. Yeah. Craziness.
Perfect pitch. See you in the morning.
Out the window.
Welcome to morning tent duties. So,
It's always been you in the back of my mind.
a very, very wet outer.
It's always been you in the back of my mind.
Both inside and out after a thunderstorm last night.
Didn't rain heavily though, did it?
No, I don't think it was that heavy.
Lago Fedaia has featured in both the Italian job and the Giro d'Italia. We followed the trail along its shores and a little further on found a smaller lake, perfect for cleaning up ourselves and a few clothes. For those considering the Via Ferrata to the Forcella on the west ridge of Marmolada, be aware that it's a more demanding route and full Via Ferrata equipment is essential.
And there's the Fedaia hairpins. Cyclists just coming up.
We're just leaving Malga Ciapela, and it's here that you can pick up your last grocery stores, your last grocery supplies, as there is nothing else now other than refugios where you can buy food. So on we go along this road for I think quite a fair distance. A long walk up this road, long hot climb. We're pretty hot right now, aren't we?
Yeah, all the way to Forcella Rossa.
Forcella Rossa.
3.5 hours.
3.5 hours to Forcella Rossa, and then we've got another 2 to 3 hours to San Pellegrino.
The climb up to Forca Rossa was absolutely brutal in the heat. It went on for about 200 years, and I'm fairly sure we drank an entire river on the way up.
It's time for a drink. We've both got salt in our eyes.
We've nearly done 2,000 feet from Malga Ciapela. We just managed to find a stream a short while ago, filled our water up, otherwise we'll be getting rather thirsty now. It's warm. Struggling with the heat today. There's one in the afternoon. Well, we've come up here and we're on our way to Forcella Rossa, somewhere up here. Looks like a zigzagging path just above Sue. At least another 1,000 feet to go, we think. It's hot. I feel like I did on the Bishorn One person will know what I mean when I say that. You see the zigzags? We've come up nearly at the top. Yeah. Here we are. The Forca Rossa. 2490. Marmolada to the right. Our Rifugio straight on. And that's where we just come up from. It was hard work. There's a wee book and that to sign. Yeah. And here's our next stint. Sure yet?
We're on the correct path. Make sure that you don't do what we nearly did just now, and that is to take the right hand for.
This goes across to that col.
So you take the left.
Take the left across the pastures.
Yeah, across here. It's beautiful. Not across that screen.
And a beautiful herd of horses here. And we arrive at the first Rifugio. Yard. And yeah, if we just come back around and have a look up there, it looks pretty threatening. And this is an art hotel. Beautiful little spot. Water source. And hotel. Yeah.
We ate the best bowl of yoghurt and summer berries that I've ever had before here, by the way.
Very nice. Big shout out for Shally Isabella at the Pellegrino. Absolutely superb food. Great pizzas, great service, stuffed. I like it.
I think we're eating more here than we actually would normally, as it turns out.
So it should be live.
It didn't take us long to find a pitch in the woods before the next call. So let's leave it here, full of pizza and ready for what's ahead. We're going to need the energy because the next time we enter the extremely rugged Palle di San Martino, where the terrain takes on a much more serious turn. Join us then for some very gnarly trekking. Arrivederci!